Do it baby, boom boom. Driverman here, aka Jose, reporting to you again from Los Angeles. Still fighting my germs here. Got my little medicine, which I'm supposed to just take at night because it'll, get me dizzy and things like that. So I didn't take it now, but I did take it last night and it helped me sleep. Anyhow, drivers, passengers, anybody want to learn, welcome back. I'm Jose. Wanted to talk to you about how Uber, whoa, guess what? They sold their food business in India. So Uber Eats, the India division of Uber Eats, is going bye-bye. Because they're just tired of losing money. They have not really been able to compete well enough with their rivals, currently Swiggy and Zomato. Zomato is the one that they sold their business to. So they're basically just getting their asses handed to them. Boom, boom, getting their butts beat left and right. And just, haven't been able to, take over and lead in the food delivery section there in India. And so they're pulling out, before they explode. 2017 was when they entered that market. So in 2017, they entered the food delivery arena there in India with much fanfare and a huge marketing money, huge amount of money for advertising and things like that. And so what they were doing was they were trying their best to lure customers in by giving them deals, bargain deals on food delivered to their door. But the problem is their competition, like Zomato, are backed by some extremely powerful investors. And I guess they've been, just stronger than whoever was backing, Uber, or maybe it was just Uber, if anybody. But, yeah, they just haven't been able to compete. In October of last year, as a matter of fact, they pulled out of South Korea, October 2019, after having a similar experience to where they just weren't able to compete with them there either. So they're closing out their businesses in, foreign markets where they're just not making it. They're cutting their losses. Of course, with their IPO, trading currently at 20, I believe it said 22% lower than its initial public offering. They're hoping that this will help move them in the direction of profitability. Now, there are analysts, such as from that company Bloomberg, who said, hey, them Uber selling Uber Eats in India is actually a wise move because it's, stopping the bleeding, and it helps them, to minimize their losses so that they can move towards something positive, of course. Now, what they did was the deal that they ended up making was approximately $172 million with Zomato, but it was really in the form of stocks. So now we are going to do a portrayal of what that deal negotiation roughly looked like. So here's Zomato, and then this will be Uber Eats. So here's Uber Eats saying, okay, my friend, well, I'm going to sell to you, but I want 30% of your food company because I want to keep a foothold in the company anyway. That is bullshit, my friend. That is way too much. I will give you 5%. Oh, come on, man. That ain't that good. Come on, let's make it 25%, and that will be much better deal. A little bit less. That is bullshit, my friend. I will give you 6%. I do not have to give you much anything. You are already losing. Oh, come on, man. All right, how about 20%? I will give you 8%. 15%. 10%. My friend, 10%. That is my final offer, and I will include 10 free chicken tikka masala dinners at my Vegas restaurant, including the paneer. Will you include the spicy garlic hummus as well? Yes, of course, motherfucker, I will include the hummus. I am not one to do the half-ass of things. Of course I do it right. All right, my friend, you got yourself a deal. So, they agreed at 9.99%, which I just ran it up to 10%. Which the value supposedly, according to someone who's familiar with the transaction, they didn't say, the article says, a person familiar with the transaction, whatever that means, it values at about $172 million. So that's what they sold it for, was $172 million. They wanted the stock because they wanted to at least still have kind of a footprint in the food delivery sector, in India. So they're still making at least some money off of food delivery in India, even though it's not their own company. They're, they're just, a piece of their rival. But that's what they did. So that is what's going on, guys. Uber trying to go towards profitability, of course, still. That's very important to them. So they're probably going to do a similar thing. I'm sure they're analyzing other markets and seeing, okay, where they can't make it. Any place where they're not able to have a clear path to number one, or at least number two, they're going to 86 it, is what I read. So, which makes sense. I mean, if you're not, if you're not going to be at least, second best, but, bronze medaler, and you're trying to, make, a profit and turn your company around, then of course that makes sense. So that's what they're aiming for at the moment. Zomato, which of course is backed by Naspers, which is backed by Jack Ma's Ant Financial. Now, Naspers is a company that invests in internet companies around the world. They are backed by, like I said, Ant Financial, which is also a investment company by Jack Ma. He founded it, I believe it was 20 years ago, and I'm sure you guys know who Jack Ma is. Jack Ma is a very, very wealthy Chinese businessman. He was the co-founder of Alibaba. He recently stepped down from an executive position, but he was one of the co-founders of Alibaba, that huge Chinese company that I actually have a couple of shares of stock in. So, very wealthy investor, entrepreneur guy, and he's backing up these, Swiggy and Zomato, the company that now, has purchased Uber Eats in India. So, yeah, they've definitely got some good support there. So Uber said, oh, crap, yeah, their backup is pretty strong. Jack Ma's a very wealthy man. So, it made sense. They got out of there, and boom, 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 they're going to move along. So, now they can just focus on rideshare in India. Of course, they're still going to continue competing with Ola, not hello in Spanish, but Ola, O-L-A, their rival there in India. So then they're just going to, I guess, worry about rideshare in India, and they can use that money, whatever they were pouring into Uber Eats India, they can redirect that into maybe Uber Eats in other markets, or into Uber in its other competitive markets around the world. All right, guys, so that's what's happening there. I will continue taking my stuff and getting better, and I hope you guys are making good money this weekend. Be nice to the restaurant workers if you're doing food delivery. Be nice to the customers. Be nice to your passengers. As I always say, unless they're dicks, then you can be a dick to them back. Same thing with the restaurant workers. Be a dick, but only if they're a dick first. All right, boom, boom, do it, baby.